Alright, I've been a little lucky. I managed to get my hands on a few of the highly sought after, hard to find on the store shelves. I picked him up yesterday. And I have Moloch, who's I guess a hard one to find. Last one was at Target. They had a bunch of the Gamorreans back in, but I only saw one Moloch, but he was actually stashed over in the Lego section. I think somebody tried hiding him. So I'm going to do some openings today. I'm going to open all 5 of these actually, and then really after we organize everything, because I'm definitely running out of room. But it is kind of cool that I've got the Han and Leia, which that Leia is almost the same one that's in the new 2-pack coming out, but the Hoth version, which is kind of what her costume was, but less wintry, I guess. So I think I'm going to open Moloch up first. He's the bigger boxed one, assuming because he's just so big. The Gamorrean was this size, but he had more stuff, I think. So we'll get him tore open. Move some of you out of the way, so I have a little bit more room to work here. Alright, get this stuff opened up here. People go, why do you open your stuff up? Because I don't really care about the 6-inch ones. They're awesome to have, they're cool to look at, and if they go up in value, oh well. My main concern for collecting right now is the original. Still trying to complete my full set, which I'm still working on. It's a heavy figure. He's got a nice solid base on him too. Wonder how much they had to imagine his look. Of course, I thought he kind of walked more than kind of rolled around. He was chasing after, oh, there's some bands in here. Alright. Oh. So, I guess I got to kind of cut him loose more ways than one. I don't see that too often in these things. Oh, there's a band. They really got him banded in here, don't they? Alright. He just pretty much sets up on his own. Doesn't really do much to it. I mean, he's got a pretty big base. So, him tipping over, well, he's kind of front heavy, but I think if you kind of, if this bends back any, it kind of does. You get all of his accoutrements out. His face mask really, well, I guess it moves down so you can see his face a little bit, but it doesn't. Yeah, his face kind of turns somewhat. Try to see how his head moves. I don't really see it. Not really centered in there. I guess asymmetric sometimes looks good. He's got his staff, his face mask, which is the top part of it. See how that clips in there. You have to look at the box for that. Sometimes there's instructions, sometimes there isn't. This one has no instructions. This cool little pistol goes in his little holster there. I do like how they're getting more and more into the being able to holster things. Even the 3-inch ones are starting to have actual holsters. Makes it a little harder to lose the weapons. Or growing up, you couldn't keep a weapon. The only weapon you could holster on the original ones was the Han Solo Hoth. And that one would kind of... Alright, so that other piece goes on top of his face, according to the little picture in this thing. So somehow this just clips inside. And that just covers his whole head up. Alright. Thinking that goes inside of his respirator. Yep. That just closes up. So with that on, you really literally cannot see his face. I don't know if that's good or bad. But we do have pistol finger. Sometimes I wish those would close up somewhat. So I'm guessing this one's going to be the staff. If I can get the staff into his hand. Sometimes it works, sometimes you just got to kind of push through. Alright. A little bit of a push to get that in there. I'm straining on the staff. It's not a good thing. I put a weak point in it. And I kind of bent it. So we'll just push through. Alright. I guess that works. He's got his little staff with him. He's got his little weapon. Everything turns pretty good. The hands move. The head does not really move. That's the only kicker of it. That's pretty solid. The face kind of moves a little bit, but not a whole lot. It's all plastics. There's not much give to this. I mean, there really isn't any give at all in the back. It's all pretty well molded. The inner piece is all one section, so that little, wherever the hell he is, just goes all the way up. Like a caterpillar, I guess. So, without further ado, in all of his glory, one of the more mysterious creatures, Moloch. Kind of reminds me of a mutant from X-Men. But, until next time.